Hi everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm really excited. This is a collab video with a YouTuber that I just recently started following her, but I knew her a while back. This is Beauti by Angela. Beauty is spelled with an I. She's really cool. She does a lot of cool content, a lot of like hangout sessions and just a lot of project pans and shop my stashes and those type of videos, and I really like watching her channel, so I will definitely make sure to link her channel down below, obviously, and her video. But I'm so excited to be collabing with you, Angela, and today's video we are doing our top 3 colorful palettes. So as you guys may know, I am a huge colorful eyeshadow lover. I mean, if you can't tell, the past couple of videos I've been just rocking the colorful looks. Like today is one of my favorite looks I've ever done. I really like it. I'm a huge colorful lover. I feel like if you're gonna wear makeup, it might as well be colorful. That's just my philosophy, if you will. I do wear neutral looks to work, and I do have a top 3 neutral palettes that I filmed, not a collab, but I will have that listed below as well, just in case you wanted to check that out. I do have some honorable mentions as well, as I did in the last video, but don't forget to go check out Angela's channel and video, which will be linked below, and let's get into the video. I'm gonna start by ranking these. I think that's just a fun way to tell which palettes you like the best out of 3. So we're gonna start with number 3, which you might be surprised, but I'm gonna put the Urban Decay Electric palette in the number 3 slot. I really like this palette. It's just so much fun to bring out these like neon colors. There is a lot of like blues and purples and cooler tones, I want to say. This is not a warm tone palette in my opinion, but that would be the only thing just to keep in mind. But the pigmentation on this is absolutely crazy. There's nothing bad about this palette by any means. I love it, love it, love it. I have many looks with this palette, and I'll try to include that as I go. I'll have to scour my Instagram and, you know, scroll and just try and find all of them. But I also have a few videos using this palette, so I'll try and link that down below. But I love every color in here, and it's so cool. This one's probably one of the more unique colors. Well, these two I would say are two of my favorite colors. There's like this really cool lime green color, and as you can see, the colors are what you see is what you get type of thing, which I think is really important to me personally. When I look for colorful shadows, I want them to be what they are in the pan. This is a gorgeous one. I have to use, maybe I'll use like a combination of those two because that is really cool. But yeah, this palette is just really nice. I like that it's not too big. I also like the outer packaging. It's really pretty and colorful as well. So this would be my number 3 ranking. Number 2 is my Weekend Festival palette. I've used the crapola out of this palette. Crapola is a word in my dictionary. It does come with a mirror, and I have mentioned this in a video, I can't remember which one, but I've done a lot of looks with this one. This is one of my absolute favorite palettes that I own. I just love the formula. The mattes are so soft and the shimmers really pop, and you don't need to wet them at all. They just perform the way they perform. But some of my favorites in this palette would definitely be this mint blue. I need to use it more, but look at that pigmentation just on my finger. It's crazy. And then I also really like this Solstice color. Yeah, I feel like I filmed a video with this palette already, but love this. This is in a project pan, so I will definitely be using it a lot. This is another shade. It's just a nice matte to blend out in a transition. There's just a lot you can do with this palette because you have the neutrals too, which is something that I do look for in a colorful palette. I look for neutrals and colors because I feel like that's the easiest way for me to use a colorful palette. Okay, and number 1 is what I'm wearing on my eyes. It's a new palette. I think this year, I want to say I got this year. I can't remember. Time is like non-existent right now. It's absolutely insane. But this is the Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills Volume 3 Pro Pigment Palette. Oh my god, might be my favorite well, it's obviously ranked number one because I love it so much, but in general, it can perform as a neutral palette and as a colorful palette. And I feel like it's not as crazy, like the placement of the shadows, I feel like is not as crazy as some of the other Pro Pigment palettes. And I do like that it goes flat out. You have a huge mirror and it's just really nice. Literally, you have every color of the rainbow here. You have a red, you have an orange, two oranges, but it's looking a lot more washed out actually. You have two oranges, a couple of oranges, red, orange, yellow. You have a yellow and a yellow. You have green, you have blue, you have violets and purples and another blue over there. Like, this is crazy. You have all of the things you need. You even have a gold shimmer and you have your brown transition shades. Like, I just feel like this palette is insane. And I knew I wanted this one out of the other ones because it just is an all-inclusive palette. And for me to be able to create a matte look that I absolutely love, like the pigmentation is out of this world amazing. Like, I can't stress that enough. You don't get any fallout with the mattes, and this was totally so easy to blend and so effortless. I didn't need to do anything. I just buffed it in the crease and then put something on the lid and packed it on and I was done. Like, I just think these are absolutely amazing palettes. I'm really curious about how the other palettes work and like their pigmentation. I'm sure they are amazing, but yeah, I feel like these are not for beginners because it's very crazy makeup and like editorial and more in-depth kind of makeup. But I love this palette. I've done so many looks. This might be my favorite palette that I own in my whole entire collection, just because it literally has everything. I went over every color in this palette and it has it all, so I think that's really cool. I just wanted to mention some honorable mentions because I can never stick by the rules and just pick three. That's just how I am. I definitely wanted to mention the Alamar Cosmetics palette. This is really cool how it opens up like that. I love this packaging here, but what you have here is so interesting. Like, it's not your standard crazy colorful palette, but it does have those blues that are stunning. This green gold is so pretty. I love using that. You can see I have a dip in it, and these mattes are very, very nicely pigmented. I'm really happy I got this palette in my BoxyCharm for sure. So definitely really like this. This is a nice, easy, like colorful, but it does have a neutral twist with the browns and the reds, and you can kind of pair it nicely. And then this was my, I think 2018 or 19, I want to say, favorite palette of the year because it's just incredible. So before I go further, this is the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and I have the original like jumbo size one. So as you can see, you've got your really super colorful like shadows up here, and then you have your neutrals down here, which I think is really cool that you have the best of both worlds. You have a nice even balance of mattes and shimmers, and the metallics just don't disappoint. They're amazing. I love this palette. I've done so many looks with this palette, so I'll be sure to post those on the screen. That is the end of this video, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you go check out Beauty by Angela and tell her I sent you and say hi. And that is it for me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.